What's up guys, Blackwar and welcome back to another video, and today we're back on Pro Cycling Manager 2020 stage number 14 of our Vuelta playthrough with Ineos Grenadiers. Today's stage takes us from Lugo to Ourense. It's going to be a hilly stage, but we shouldn't see too much of disparities GC wise, as the finish doesn't seem to be very tough for the main GC guys. We do have a few climbs along the way, the Alto de Escairon, the Alto de Guitarra, and the Alto de Abeleira. But yeah, like it's just short of 200 kilometers. As I said, I don't think anything will happen today. Maybe a stage for someone like an Aramburu, or sorry, an Aranburu, is better with the accent, or like a fast sprinter that can go above, across the hills. But yeah, today should be a rather safe day for Christopher Froome and his red jersey. +4 for Carapaz, +2 for Mador, -1 for Chris Froome. Starting to be a recurring theme here with our Brit to see him on a negative day. Brendan Rivera with a +3 following his very decent time trial yesterday. Time trial that you can go ahead and watch if you want to see what happened GC wise and stage wise. How many points is that? That's 9 points, right? Yeah. 9 points. Salman, Domon, Roman Sicard in the break. I won't send Ivan Souza. We're going to let him rest. We might send Brandon Rivera. Turns out there's some decent riders in the first group. Tim Wellens and Simon Geschke being one of them. Roman Sicard is also with Pierre-Luc Perrichon, Axel Domon, Alexandre Geniez, Martin Salman, Rob Power, and Ben Dybel. The group Rivera is just a minute behind with Max Canza, Enrico Gasparotto, Jonathan Lastra, sorry, Quentin Jauregui, Rivera, and Nikita Abstra. We could have 3 Sunwebs and 3 H2R at the front of this race. But I didn't expect this stage to have such a well composed breakaway. We started the first game of the day, the Alto de Escairon. I'm just trying to take a look, but I don't think anyone's a threat for the mountain classification. I mean, I know that technically, right, the only threat would be Michael Woods or Chris Froome, but I don't really count Chris Froome as a threat right now. But yeah, Jonathan Lastra is the closest one with 18 points. We're just gonna go ahead in this climb. It's got a like 9% or 10% at the very start. There you go, 10% at the very start, and then it's extremely regular. No big climbs, no big intensity. So we should be fine. Actually, no, because the peloton is moving mad. Michael Delage once again putting the pressure on for Thibaut Pinot. Thibaut, who is currently in 4th place of the GC, just 40 seconds behind Enric Mas. Thibaut looking to get another Grand Tour podium, his first one on the Vuelta. Also the Guitarra on the way. 1 minute 32 is the lead for the breakaway. The breakaway will definitely not be the winning one, as we'll approach Ourense in just under 65 kilometers now. The peloton still going at it, going hammer and tongue. Meanwhile, Tim Wellens and Simon Geschke, the two strongest riders stats-wise, are the one leading this breakaway in the Alto de Guitarra. We're going to be in the toughest part of the climb rather soon, but again, shouldn't be too much of an issue as Martin Salman died from the leading group. Davide Formolo is already in 2nd place, being led by Jasper Philipsen. That's really early on from the Italian, the former podium, or former rider on the podium of the GC. He since then dropped a few positions, which was to be expected. How's Van Baarle doing? He's doing fine. Carapaz is doing fine. He's being protected by Ivan Souza. Chris Froome is being protected by Andrea Amador. The two of them are doing fine as well, which is a good. KOM coming up. We're gonna try to attack with Rivera to get. We didn't even get 3 points. That's peak. That's really sad. That's really sad. Michal Golas got dropped, meaning that his chances of winning today's sprint are now extremely slim. The white jersey as well is dropped. The white jersey of oh god, Enric Mas and Thibaut Pinot are dropped. Mad. Okay. And even Souza has crashed. Ivan Souza has crashed. He is well and truly back on the bike though. No signs of a withdrawal or anything. There are some other crashes. Romain Seigle, for instance, or Yon Aberasturi, the sprinter of Caroral, going back as well on the bike. Alright. Alright. Even Souza is struggling to go back at the front of the peloton here. He really is. The breakaway has not given up somehow. Well, we're going to try and counter-attack with Rivera, try to reach them again. But yeah, like Golas managed to come back at the front. I think the fact that Souza has 62 flats definitely is not working in his favor today. Also, if you hear any background noise, my neighbor is currently redoing his balcony. So yeah. Carapaz though is taking the early lead in the Alto de Abelleira. Chris needs to be a bit behind though, but slightly closer to Carapaz if possible. Mathieu Morris leading, Dan Martin is there, everyone came back, the likes of Pinot, Enric Mas, everyone is back here. Sam Bennett is also here, which is surprising. I didn't expect the Irishman to be able to be still a part of this group. 26 riders dropped, that's the group, Michal Golas and Ivan Souza. It's fine, I don't care for Ivan. Ivan can get dropped, it's not much of an issue. Chris still doing well. Who's that on his own? That's Raw Power. Raw Power, he saw what Jay Hindley did on the Giro. Try to maybe do the same on La Vuelta. Right, you know what? We're gonna go with Richard Carapaz. I'm gonna go with Carapaz. I don't see why they would chase me down. They have no interest in chasing me down. I just need to go over the hill. Perfect. And from that point onwards, I think I can try to fight for the dub. We'll have Van Baarle wait for the peloton. Then Martinez has attacked. Yeah, for now, the peloton seems to be letting Carapaz go. And we've dropped Vlasov. We have dropped Alexander Vlasov. 6th place of the GC is not there anymore. Dan Martin and Davide Formolo have attacked. That's not ideal for me. I mean, for me, being Carapaz. I mean, they're quicker than me. Right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Gesink, Bennett, and Vingegaard don't really want to chase me down by the looks of it. Formolo, Dan Martin are struggling. Carapaz still has some energy. I think it's going to be an Ecuadorian win today in Ourense. And will maintain the GC with Chris Froome, meaning that there is also no bonus second. Sam Bennett is still there. Sam Bennett is still here in the group where Alexander Vlasov is not. Wow, progression. Big progression. We'll have Froome in the wheel of Amador. I can just pace 50 for now, right? The least I pace, the better. Diane Smith taking an early acceleration here. I mean, there is 1k to go. Carapaz is going to cross the line though as winner today in Ourense. Big win for the Ecuadorian rider. Second place will be for Diane Smith. Third will be for Andre Amador, just ahead of Christopher Froome, Davide Formolo, and Sam Bennett. No, Sam Bennett in 5th place in Formolo. Pinot, Roglic, Nielsen, and Valverde to compete today's top 10, but it's a win for the Grenadiers here in Ourense. That's the good thing. When you have a very decent rider that has nothing to play for in the GC, you can do things like this. You can do things like this. I don't often do it because I don't often have a rider such as Carapaz in this situation usually after 2 weeks of a Grand Tour. But yeah, it was free enough to go and take the dub. GC wise, we do have some changes. Vlasov losing time. Carapaz overtaking Dumoulin. Izagirre might have lost time. I don't know. Not sure. Guillaume Martin lost time as well. But Roglic is still 101 behind Christopher Froome. That did not change. That was the main point GC-wise. Even Souza retains his jersey today despite getting dropped. Chris Froome increases his lead over Primoz Roglic in the points classification as Richard Carapaz jumps to 3rd place. Enric Mas basically sealed the white jersey today because Vlasov lost time again. And the Grenadiers are once again the best team in the world. That was fun. Very similar to was it what stage was it? It was this one. Yeah. Very similar to the stage I won with Andre Amador, in the sense that just a small group, right? And the peloton didn't want to chase me down because I'm not a threat, and it allowed Richard Carapaz to win by 47 seconds over a peloton of just under 30 riders. Dan Martin got dropped. Dan Martin got dropped knowing that he was in the break. He was in the counter attack. Poor Dan Martin. The guy was in the counter attack and he got dropped. Sam Bennett, though, surprising 5th place. Really surprising 5th place from Sam Bennett. The Irishman on top of his game today. Yeah, in a group with like the Dumoulin, Dan Martinez, Whirlpools, Roglic, dropping the likes of Vlasov. I haven't checked. Yeah, no, Izagirre was in the first group. But yeah, Vlasov was dropped. He's the main GC guy, so that's why I'm talking about him. But all right, GC wise, we're still in the lead after this stage number 14. Tomorrow's stage is another hilly one between Mos and Puebla de Sanabria. We'll most likely send Ivan Souza in the breakaway for this stage. He'll be fighting with Michael Woods for the remaining points in the mountain classification of this Vuelta a España. But I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, then please do leave a like down below. That would mean a lot to me. If you're new on here, then why not subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, as we near the end of the Vuelta, end of this 2020 cycling season. And I'll see you tomorrow for stage number 15 of La Vuelta. In the meantime, I've been Blackwar. It's an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Have a great one. Enjoy the Vuelta, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bag. Snapping with the phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.